Yes. Once more, welcome, members. So today, we are looking at fractions, and we are looking at the introduction fractions by Wabwire Julius Mathematics. So this is quite again an interesting topic whereby we will be putting on more emphasis because learners are keeping on failing this topic, reason being they were not nurtured in it very well. So, as we Julius, we will be interested in discovering fractions, types of fractions, examples, and types of fractions, together with the trials that I will share with you on my social media platforms. So once more, I would like to add on this. If you have a friend out there, if you have a neighbor out there, if you have any colleague of yours, please just share with him or her this clip, or watch and listen so that we move together. So this is once more, hello learners, welcome to Wabwire Julius Mathematics. Julius Wabwire Mathematics is a place where we can find a lot of things. But before I add on that, we deliver good contents, we give out handouts, we also give out packages, especially for holiday packages. We also give out well-revised notes for our learners so that they will understand what real mathematics is. So, since today we are targeting a key topic that they usually set in PLOE, UCE exams, as I told you, we will be so keen on this topic. So, hello learners, welcome to Wabwire Julius Mathematics. Today, we will be learning about fractions. We will be learning about fractions, and this is something interesting. Fractions. Where do you use fractions? What is a fraction? What do you mean by fraction? So I know you have ever came across with such a term, and it sounds like something new, but in actual sense it is not new because we use fractions in our day-to-day life. So, learning about fractions, we apply them at our homes. Fractions are also applied everywhere. Actually, let me say in day-to-day life. So, by the end of this lesson, you will understand what fractions are and how to identify them. So, here we go, learners out there. Thank you for being good listeners. Thank you for being good learners. And I would like to appreciate everyone out there who is listening at this time, who is watching live at this time. And I do encourage you to remain consistent because we will bring live tutorials to our learners. Because our aim, as I told you last time, is we want us to pass in flying colors. We want us to excel in flying colors. We want us to reach at higher levels in flying colors. So that's why we have decided to bring this channel out so that we curb the problem of mathematics. However much people or students are saying that mathematics is a difficult subject, but in actual sense, mathematics is not a difficult subject. Only it needs time. If you give mathematics time, then everything becomes simple and more simpler. So, our key term here, or our keyword here, is fractions. Fractions. Members out there, what do you understand by the term fraction? But before we define what a fraction is, have you ever bought an orange? The answer is yes. Or have you ever had any access of getting anything? The answer is yes. Now, have you ever eaten it alone? Or you have ever shared it with a friend or friends? The answer is yes or no. But in actual sense, the answer is yes, because we have good learners. We are good learners because we like to share. That is how we form or we get friends. So, the answer is yes. Now, if you have ever shared an orange with a friend, if you peel that orange and share it, before sharing it with a friend, you had a whole orange, isn't it? Yes. So after sharing it with a friend, it is no longer a whole orange, but just become a half of the whole orange. So that is what I can tell you a little more about fractions. So in other words, if you get a piece of chalk, then you break it into two parts, then that chalk is no longer a whole chalk, but it has become a fraction. Why? Because it has now got two parts. So 2 parts out of 1 simply means that is a fraction. It's no longer called a whole chalk. So here we have, according to our brief explanation, we can now extract or can now extract the definition of fraction. So members, dear learners, and also the viewers out there, we can now define what fraction is. So a fraction is a part of a whole. A fraction is a part of a whole. So that is a simple way of defining fractions in day-to-day life. So as I already explained to you that if you get an orange, then you divide it into 2 equal parts, or divide it into 3 equal parts, or 4 equal parts. Any parts you divide, what you have is what we call a fraction. So simply, a fraction is a part of a whole. So that is it. So here we have a fraction has 2 parts. So what are the 2 parts of a fraction? Dear members, what are the 2 parts of a fraction? Because we said that a fraction is a part of a whole. So simply means if you have 1 orange, then you divide it into 2. It is no longer 1, but it has become 2 parts. So 2 parts, we just simply write it as 1 out of 2. So what does it mean? 1 out of 2. 1 is the total fraction, in a total number. Then 2 are the parts that has been obtained or got after the sharing is done. So that's why they say the fraction has got 2 parts. Namely, dear viewers and listeners out there, what are the 2 parts of a fraction. Actually, I would like this lesson to be engaged. So maybe the two parts may drop the answers, the comment section for more engagement, because we need us to be participative in this lesson so that we move accordance. We move in accordance. So here we go. So a fraction has got two parts. The first one, or the upper part, is called the numerator. The upper part is called numerator. Then the bottom part, is called denominator. The bottom part is called the denominator. Dear members, when you write a fraction, we have two parts whereby the bottom part goes down and the upper part goes up. So, and it is differentiated with a bar. So that bar signifies that a part of what is being shared comes down and a whole goes up. So here we go. Here we go. Whereby we say example. So we have got here example of fractions. So whereby we have 3 out of 4, meaning that 4 is the total parts and 3 is the parts taken. So meaning, if you have, take an example, if you have 4 slices of bread, take an example, if you have 4 slices of bread, 4 slices of bread, so meaning that 4 are the total slices of bread and 3 are the slices of bread being taken. So meaning simply means 3 out of 4 giving us our fraction. Members, remember, the upper number is called the numerator, then the bottom number is called the denominator. So here we go. We are now going to look at the types of fractions. Members, don't forget, wherever you have a question, you are free to ask. Wherever you have anything that has challenged you, you are free to comment, because we need our learning to be more engaged. So here we have types of fractions. Members, how many types of fractions do you know? How many types of fractions do you know? Actually, in actual sense, we have basically got 3 types of fractions. Basically, we have got 3 types of fractions. Among them, the first one being proper fraction. So, proper fraction, we can define what proper fraction is. So, this is defined as a type of a fraction where the numerator is smaller than the denominator. This is defined as a type of fraction where the numerator is smaller than the denominator. In other words, this is the type of a fraction where the upper number is smaller than the bottom number. So, members, I don't want these two terms to confuse you. Numerator is the upper number, then the denominator is the bottom number. So you have said that proper fraction is a type of a fraction where the numerator is smaller than the denominator. And we can list some of the examples of proper fractions whereby we have 1 out of 3, as you are seeing. 1 is smaller than the bottom number, so 1 is the numerator or the upper number, then 3 is a denominator or the bottom number. So example 2, we have 3 out of 5. So as I told you, 3 is smaller than 5. Then finally we have 4 out of 7. So 4 out of 7 is also smaller than 4 is smaller than 7. So then this qualifies all these examples of fractions to fall under a type of a fraction known as proper fraction. So you can also drop examples of proper fractions in the comment section for more engagement. Then number 2, we have got improper fractions. So improper fractions, what are improper fractions? How do you define an improper fraction? So we say this is defined as a type of a fraction where the numerator is bigger than the denominator. Where the numerator is bigger than denominator. Members, in improper fraction, the numerator is bigger than denominator. Take an example. The upper number in this time round is bigger than the bottom number. But in our first type of fraction, we said that the upper number is smaller than the bottom number. That is proper fraction. Now the opposite of proper is improper. So here we say improper fractions. This is a type of fraction where the numerator is bigger than the denominator. So we have some of the examples here. So 3 out of 2, as you are seeing. So 3 out of 2, 3 is bigger than 2, and this qualifies it to be improper fraction based on our definition. So 8 out of 3, 8 is bigger than 3, and finally 9 out of 2, and also 9 is bigger than 2. Dear members, if you asked a question out there to identify the types of fractions given, together with the examples, you will be able to identify them basing on the definitions given below. Number 3, we have got mixed fraction. So what are mixed fractions? So we say a mixed fraction is a type of a fraction which has got both a whole number and a fraction in it, which has got a whole number and a fraction in it. So what am I trying to mean here? So a mixed fraction is also called a mixed number. So a mixed number has no difference with a mixed fraction. So why is it called a mixed fraction? It is called so because it has got a whole number and a fraction. That's why it is called a mixed fraction. Take an example here. We have one whole number and 1 out of 3. As based on our definition, we say that a mixed fraction is a type of a fraction which has got a whole number and a fraction. So our example 1 under mixed fraction, we have 1 whole number and 1 out of 3. Then 12 whole number and 2 out of 3. That is a mixed fraction. I hope our lesson is more interesting. You can also drop some examples of mixed fractions or mixed numbers in the comment section for more engagement, for more sharing, because we are learning and I want us to make the learning more engaging, more engaging and more attractive, more appealing, and also we like to make sure that we pass mathematics confidently, with no panic, with no fear, but with all confidence. So if you have any question about the types of fractions, you can comment, send your question, and also if you have any past paper, if you have any question that has challenged you out there, you are free to share with us in the comment section. So we have one number as an exercise. So exercise, I've only tasked you with one number, and I know you will be able to attempt it. Okay. The number is, draw a circle and divide it into 2 equal parts. Draw a circle and divide it into 2 equal parts. Draw a circle and divide it into 2 equal parts, comma, and shade one part. And shade one part. And shade one part, full stop. Number 1. What is the answer? Number 1, under our exercise, what is the answer? Then number 2. Number 2, what type of a fraction is your answer? What type of fraction is your answer? And I hope this you will drop it in the comment section for more sharing. So I think this is for now is enough for you, and I do appreciate you for following me. I do appreciate you for being part of us. I do appreciate you for being being in class. I do appreciate you take your time to listen, to listen, watching, and also I do appreciate you for engaging the class. So before I sign out, don't forget to follow Wabwire Julius Mathematics on TikTok, Wabwire Julius Mathematics on Facebook, Wabwire Julius Mathematics on YouTube, Wabwire Julius Mathematics on WhatsApp. So for more information, contact me on my WhatsApp number 0792818740. 0792818740. So thanks for learning with me. Thanks for learning with me. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, share to Wabwire Julius Mathematics for more lessons. Thanks for learning with me. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and comment to Wabwire Julius Mathematics for more lessons. I sign out.